Hello, world. Happy Friday. Welcome in, gamers. How are you? You guys are all back and safe home from trips to California, maybe, or Cam is feeling the effects of 30. He's making noises. It's kind of it's weird, guys. It's weird.
Well, they're gonna get it fucking firsthand. I'm not usually a groaner, but today I am a groaner. There is something wrong with my body, and it's that I'm 30. That's what's wrong with me.
Not yet, right?
Oh fuck, no, not yet, but it sure does feel like it today. Yeah. Yeah, Anaheim, am I right,
Yeah.
gamers? Woo!
Lots to talk about today. It's very exciting. As someone who doesn't make a lot of money, I'm not looking forward to next year. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Woo!
We'll not be going to lots of these events, unfortunately. I think I am locking in for Worlds.
He's locked in.
And I don't know if there's much else in the way of traveling for Lineage Break Steve.
Dude, August? Eastern USA?
Yeah, well, maybe that one. Especially because I already told
hope it's
Devin.
over here.
I already told Devin that if it's in Florida, I would be his date for Disney World.
Oh, fucking Florida. I hope not. Yeah, surely. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Everybody that responded to that tweet said Japan. I was like, all right, well. I was worried it was going to be Worlds.
Yeah, I was worried it's going to be Worlds too. Glad it's not. Upset that I probably won't be going. But, we'll try. We'll aim for it. And if we miss, we miss.
Ooh, true. I feel that. Hope you're all doing well. Steve, I hope you're doing well. How are you, Steven?
I've a lot on my mind lately, but, doing my best.
Doing our best. Do you like our storm slime?
Yeah,
It's been added to the
It's cute.
we can use it as intended.
Ooh, don't do that.
It's a coaster.
Yeah, but you don't
It's
want to ruin
literally a
You don't want
coaster.
to ruin the perfectly good art.
It's a coaster.
Who made this for you?
Barrett.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin it. You just leave it right there.
Thanks, Barrett.
It matches the table
Very
really
cute.
well.
It's true. It's like the same wood grain. You guys, I don't know if you can see it. They're cute. Barrett was handing them out to people. That's the keyboard guy.
Mm.
Mr. Keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just the just storm slimes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, just cringe for sure.
where's my baby Grays? Like, right? Like, come on.
Am I right, gamers? Lots to talk about today.
I'm
Chat.
real jealous of Utrecht. My friend was very upset that I wasn't going.
It's Seattle as well, I believe.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's Seattle's also getting that. Seattle, Utrecht, and Melbourne, I think, are all getting that. Hi, Ein. How are you?
Hello.
Good announcements for Ein this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there.
Ooh, did I miss something?
We'll get there. No, he just very clearly gets the fancy judge promo, because he is our best and our greatest.
Fair.
Number one Grand Archive judge. Number one.
He was number one.
Smitty Werbin Juggerman Jensen. That's him. What was I doing? I'm losing it.
I have
today,
no idea,
dude.
Cam. I just know we have a metric ton of stuff to talk about.
That's true. Trying to pull up my favorite news section, the news and articles section
It's
of
a backpack. I didn't see this.
Mitchell's Marketplace.
I didn't see this.
I have to sneeze.
And
I know, dude. She's got. Ooh, man, they sure did give her some upgrades. Honshu had her way with it for sure.
Unfortunate that I'm not making it to that this year.
To what? Nationals?
Yeah. God, no. I'm not pre-registered. I'm not
St.
registered.
Louis!
I ain't registered for that.
Me neither.
Like, god damn.
It's not that bad, though, right?
What?
Well, you get like a bunch of points from Omnidex. I think you have as many points as I do, which is going to be like 6 from Omnidex, which is nice.
But how many do you need?
12.
Yeah.
Just need a couple of cards, right? All of our fucking gamer friends have 1 million invites.
Yeah, there's surely there's.
They have 1 million invites.
I'd rather other people that are better than me.
That's what I said too. It's like if I'm not casting, I'm probably just not going. It's like I don't deserve it. Hi, Pinax. How are you? Welcome.
Welcome in.
I got your lovely playmat this weekend. It's out there. I can't grab it because I'm crippled, but
I'm actually super jealous. It's so beautiful.
It's so nice.
Oh my god. That's the only thing that I miss about like not going to events is like I just have to live in perpetuity and jealousy for the rest of time. Because,
well, it's over now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but now I have to see it every day. Every time I'm playing Grand Archive, those sick new deck boxes that I didn't get access to.
I didn't get them either, so it's okay.
Like, oh god.
I decided too late. I was like, maybe I will buy those. Never gone. I was like, yeah, well, I deserve that. Hey, Pinax, do you think? How do you feel about Anaheim around June time? Does that seem like a good time to visit America? Just like, maybe. Oh yeah, you got Aaron to pick one up. Shout out to Korax. Made top 8, I think, right? Right? Top 32 at least. I don't remember who was where. I think he did. I think he was the Nico player, Korax.
I just want to shout out to Mitch again. Like,
what did Mitch do?
The best game. Other Mitch.
Other Mitch.
Main deck Mitch.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Hey, congratulations, Mitch. I was like, what?
Literally the sickest. Literally my favorite game 1 of a finals ever. I'm gonna kill you in 2 turns.
You should have heard the crowd. The crowd was cheering. It was so cursed.
Dude, it literally. I was like, oh, dude, that's sick. Iceman Slam. Oh, he just killed that guy. That's sick.
It tends to be annoying to apply. Yeah, I have heard that. I've heard it's a real pain, but all I'm saying, could be cool. It could be cool.
But yeah, oh god. I also want to shout out to Henke.
Shout out to Henke
because he had the best line in the entire weekend. I'm gonna give him the Henke special. That was so good.
He was real good. I was like super because we all know Henke. I was a little bit worried about Henke being PG on the stream, but I think he nailed it. He did very well. Very personable guy.
Also, I don't know. Obviously, you probably know now, but like that interview you had with Mitch afterwards, where you were talking with her, and there was like that was an electrifying interview. No one could hear it.
Yeah,
outside of the.
I heard. Yeah.
We were all like looking. I was like watching. I was like, I wonder if Shinji realizes that he didn't push the button.
Things happen. It was great. Had to be there. Lovely guy.
You could like faintly hear you, so we knew like you knew the mic was on in the convention center. It just wasn't being pushed to the stream.
Those were not Henke's sleeves. They were Limbo's, our Wind Astra Arisana player.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I don't know that we want to get into that on stream, but I've had a couple of long conversations about that. And I love that guy to death, though. That guy's such a legend, Limbo. Such a sweet guy. I've never seen somebody more excited to top 8. He was like jumping up and down on stage and stuff. He really wanted to win it for Ari, so he's glad that Ari won. Gave him a big hug when he lost in top 8. It's a good dude. It's a good dude. All right. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about. I'm back. Thank you all for talking to me. Oh, I guess I'll say that on the show. All that. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Lots of news today. We're going to fight through the pain, quite literally.
Controversy is views correct, but it's also always not a good thing to point out negative aspects of the community. And I don't think that's kind of where we want to be with our how we portray ourselves.
Yeah, it's a sort of a gray area, and so I would prefer to, if especially like being on the production side, right? Like I have a very unique view of the situation, and so I would rather that the people in charge, if they want to address it, and if they address it, I'm fine to address it as well. But that's just not my place. I think it's how I feel about it. Apparently, the material deck sleeves are much worse. And as the person casting, I could not like really see the material deck sleeves because we had like some glare on our screen.
Did you? They were posted in our.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I haven't never looked at them. But I've played anime games before, so like me personally, I'm like very desensitized to it. But I think it's probably a bad look for coverage. We'll leave it at that. Whatever. The sleeves like that, I probably own some. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Not the ones that are cursed. The feet ones. Well, I guess the feet ones are also cursed.
It wasn't. The feet wasn't the problem.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah, but I didn't really get a good look at them. So, but I played White Shores for a long time. So
yeah.
I guess I didn't own sleeves like that, but I know lots of people that do. But probably bad for coverage. You want to be an inclusive environment, and that's important. Yeah. And that sort of is anti-exclusivity, inclusivity, anti-inclusivity. Right. It is exclusivity.
Correct.
But it's also just like a huge cultural difference, like the guys from Taiwan, and it's way bigger over there to like, he's a store owner. Like everybody over there has sleeves like that. And so it's just like a real, it's like a cultural thing that I'm not sure exactly how to
approach.
How to like bridge, right? Because it's a global game and like two different sides of the world feel very different about that sort of thing. We hear that from the developers all the time where like, the Western audience complains about the game being too lewd and then the Eastern audience complains about the game not being lewd enough, right? And so it's like, who do you please, right? There's tough. Not my decision to make. But we're here to talk about news, not about anime girl feet, unless you guys want to. Wink, wink. All right. So, let's start the show. We have so much to talk about. So many newsy news. It's like world's news, It's like the whole fucking 65 slides of it. So, we have the Vanitas to talk about too. We got the prize cards for Seattle announced. It's so much to talk about.
We should talk about Sorry Girl. Because I want to take the opportunity to talk about her at any point.
What about her in general? Yeah.
And the fact, like she's like for
the set bonus for silver. It's really funny.
For charm, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Belle's work. If I had to guess. All right. Hey, it's time. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lineage Break Grand Archive Podcast, Grand Archive TCG Podcast. When do we get over the calling it a TCG? Do people know that Grand Archive is a trading card game? Do we just start saying a Grand Archive podcast? It's not like we would say a Magic the Gathering TCG podcast.
I think once there's enough lore where I can have the lore corner, then we can stop.
Okay. All right. Not yet. Welcome back to Lineage Break, a Grand Archive TCG podcast. I am your host, Cam. With me, as always, is the glue, Steven.
Hi, Cam.
Hi, Steven.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Steven? I've missed you.
I'm back.
I've missed you dearly.
I'm here. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Congratulations on another fantastic casting job.
Woo. Oh, me. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
I was talking to you,
thanks.
You dummy.
Oh, thanks, man. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for everybody watching the stream. Thank you for all of the kind words. They really do mean the world to me. I have such a intense case of imposter syndrome, so the nice words feel good. So thank you. It's always a pleasure to be invited. Thank you for anybody that came up and said hello. I always love talking to people, meeting new friends. It was great. So we're back from Santa Clara, but Santa Clara itself aside, we have so much stuff to talk about. So much stuff. Lots and lots of stuff to talk about. So we're going to be doing a lot of newsy news this week. It's our favorite type of show.
Yeah, we are eating good this week.
We are eating good. Not only do we have Santa Clara news, Stephen.
Oh.
We also have like other stuff that's come out post Santa Clara, which is crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff this episode.
So much stuff.
I will take this time to congratulate everyone that made top 8, and a big congratulations to one main deck Mitch.
Woo!
Woo!
All right, now listen, Dan.
Uh-oh. It's serious now.
What I said this to Dan at the event.
Oh,
I was like, why aren't we giving Mitch more time in the spotlight? This is an Ascent winner now. Give Mitch his own little,
little show.
Yeah,
little show.
Yeah. Where's Mitch's time in the spotlight. I think they're actually going to be doing a like big recap and going over the deck. They all played Water, Arisana. The deck of the weekend was Arisana, bro.
I said it a bunch of times in chat.
It's
Cam
crazy.
is eating good. His wife is a Ascent top 32, top 8, and winner now.
Winner 3 in the top 8. And I would be remiss. All right. I'm so proud of Mitch. I'm so proud of Cabin. All of our lovely Arisana players. Terry. All these people have made top 32 with Ari. Very, very happy. However, I have to give a huge shout out to Limbo and Bailey, both of which made top 32. Limbo made top 8, so proud of him. Playing Wind Aster Arisana, which is my deck. That's my deck. I'm very happy that Ari's doing well, and I'll try it. That water deck seems cool. But like, man, Wind Aster Arisana, I was really, really unbiased now that we can talk about that since I'm not working. I was hoping so much for that man to win with Wind Aster Arisana, and he played really well, really, really well. So congratulations to him. I'm sure he doesn't watch the show because his English was not the best. I sat down with him and some of the developers, and he was like, he's such a sweet guy. He was showing me these really cursed, I think they were for Line. They were like stickers, right? They would use on Discord or whatever, that were of Arisana. But he had to explain the jokes in Chinese, and then Roger would translate them from Chinese to English for me. It was so sweet. Yeah, I love that guy. He's great. But yeah, congrats to all of our top 8. Congrats, of course, to Mitch. Can't think of somebody who deserves it more. He's really put in the time. Hanky as well. It was a really, really cool finals. Like, both of those players have been putting in the work and playing in lots of events, and so it's really cool to see them get rewarded. So, good job.
Yeah.
Big event, man. 313 people. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone wants that minth.
Oh yeah, I want that mint, dude. Ooh boy. I'm not like June. I can't just like buy somebody's mint,
Yeah.
It's like so much money, but man, she's so hot. All right, speaking of people that are hot, I guess that's probably not the slide that we want to start with. But we have lots of
scroll.
we have lots of news to talk about. So we're gonna go over our Ascent Santa Clara news, using, of course, the best avenue for news that you can get, which is the News and Articles channel
in Mitch's Marketplace.
In Mitch's Marketplace. So we're gonna go over our Santa Clara news, and I've yelled about it in person. Maybe some of you saw that, but Steven, you guys all get to hear how Steven feels about all of the things right
guys, now. I will.
Woo!
I think all of this is great.
I know, it's all crazy.
It's literally great stuff.
And it starts off pretty pretty tame.
Yeah.
We're getting a new deck box,
Mm-hmm.
new Ascent deck box for Goja for Utrecht. I believe this has been confirmed for Melbourne and Seattle as well.
Yeah.
Question mark. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that is true. Goja, thank you, Theo. I appreciate you.
I really love the color of this deck box.
Yeah, it's like a teal. It looks like a little bit lighter than the Jin one.
Yeah.
Similar like
color. Yeah.
But like you can see the Jin one. There's one right there. A
Oh,
little bit lighter.
Is that the my Jin one above that one?
Yours is the one that's sealed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean's got ripped out of the box. So
Why?
by me.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. He doesn't need that box. Gojo's getting a deck box. No Dao Chen. Cringe.
Yeah, that is pretty cringe.
What are we doing?
Don't worry. There'll be something.
I'm sure she'll get like a double or something.
Yeah.
But I don't even use the doubles anymore.
I know they're too big.
I know they're too big.
I use them for. I do use them. All of my commander decks are in double deck boxes.
Smart.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Goja. Moving on, we have some Ascent reminders. Nothing too crazy. We have Ascent Melbourne, which is March 1st through 2nd. Tickets went on sale
Today.
or I guess they might not be on sale yet, but they are on sale either today or right now.
This morning sometime.
Yeah, because I think it's for them.
Yeah,
right?
it's December 13th for Australian time.
So go get your VIP tickets if you haven't. They're probably already sold out. Go get your champion tickets if you haven't. Those are probably not sold out. Something important about this announcement, they did announce that this will be the HVN world premiere, which is really cool, as it is like a week before the set comes out. So they will do a world premiere event, probably a recollection event like they did for Worlds, which was super, super cool. So if you guys are going to Melbourne,
I highly suggest that you participate in the recollection event if they have it again, because it was super fun.
It's so cool. So cool. So do that.
Kuala Lumpur is April 26th and the 27th. Tickets are coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Ascent Seattle, March 15th and 16th. Tickets December 20th.
That has now been announced. The page is up. I guess we can use this opportunity to talk about the page being up. I'm not sure. Sorry, devs. I don't know if this was supposed to happen. But the page for Seattle is up, even though the tickets aren't on sale. It wasn't like posted publicly, but people that are on the like Eventbrite following Grand Archive got an email, myself included.
I saw that.
And we got a little bit of a cheeky spoiler from that page being posted that the new Seattle forward, at least for the next few events, the new entry promo is Incapacitate, which is cool.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Tyler. I'm sorry about those Sapphire Incapacitates that you bought. And the top 32 promo, I'm sorry for me, is Mnemonic Charm. So that sucks. Thanks.
Just top 32.
I'll be buying your Mnemonic Charms. Please give me a good price. I promise it's to play them in my deck.
First time ever. A spirit that isn't a hot girl. Mm-hmm. He is a hot dude. Ooh. Yeah, inclusive now.
Shout out to Kaze.
Kaze, Spirit of Wind, is now the Ascent Wind promo or card, champion card.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Top 8. Spirit.
There we go.
Hot Boy Summer.
Woo. This is during our winter though. That is Seattle. So go get your hot boy.
I know exactly one person that's really excited about that. Woo!
Who?
Matt Yorko. He's hot. It's a lovely art by Honshu. Obviously not for me, but that is 100% the point.
Correct.
Not everything is for you.
Right.
Some of it is for other people.
Right. Let other people enjoy.
Yeah, let other people enjoy. And something that's really cool that we will maybe touch on if we get time is that you can now have the ultimate sick 8-pack abs material deck champion line when you go Kaze into Vanitas level 3 all CSRs.
Oh,
actually,
that's hot.
Super sick.
That's hot. We should. Someone should do that.
It goes pretty crazy. So that's cool.
Up next, we have Mercurial Heart Altar Edition, which is available on May 2025.
Dude, that's so soon.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Icebound Slam is like $60 or something?
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Did you guys know Backup Charger is $70 and it's a rare?
I'm real glad that I bought all of that stuff prior to this.
Yeah. Mercurial Heart is getting an Altar Edition. This one's a little bit odd. They didn't really give us any details on MRC Altar because we have ALC Altar coming out soon, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But ALC Altar, getting new CSRs, right? Getting these 20 new cards, getting new UR arts. And I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do for MRC. I assume all of those things. Maybe not new cards. I don't know. They haven't really talked about it. But good to get reprints for MRC. And speaking of reprints for MRC, they'll also be reprinting the Recollection decks for Sylvie Slime Sovereign and Tristan Shadow Dancer, with the caveat that they will not include the sleeves, and they will not include the 3 booster packs of MRC First Edition, because that's First Edition product. These are being called Recollection Lights. I think this is great if these are printed in perpetuity. That's like really what I want for new players, to be able to play Grand Archive. I want them to be able to walk into the store and be able to buy the Recollection decks for their like intended purpose, without them all being sold out because people want to chase CSRs or open the first ed packs. There's like several times that, since product is so slim, that I've had players that are like, can I buy that Recollection deck for 3 booster packs? Can I pay $50? for 3 booster packs. So I'm glad that won't be the case. We should just be able to have these on the shelf for new players. It's great.
And presumably same packaging, or do they go into that at all?
I assume it'll be smaller, because you don't have to put in the sleeves and the pack. So it could probably just like be half that size. I assume they'll reuse the same like little boxes that the decks are in, but I'm not sure. Maybe the same boxes is easier. I'm not sure, but and the box is nice. So like, I guess that would be nice. Just get a nice big box, right? But yeah, that's very cool. Moving on to some big announcement-y time stuff. Worlds 2025 has been announced, or I guess it's Worlds 2024. I don't know how we want to.
It's a 20.
Yeah, it happens in 2025, but it is the Worlds for 2024.
Right.
Anyways, has been announced. It is in the United States. It is in Anaheim, California. And if I was a betting man, I know why that is.
Oh.
This is down the street from TM32 headquarters. So very local for our lovely event organizers. And I think that will allow them to make the biggest, most absurd production ever. If you guys weren't in Santa Clara, it was just truly insane, the level of production that went into it for just an Ascent. And so for Worlds, it's going to be way bigger.
And that is June 27th and to the 29th.
Yeah. Yep. Something I want to talk about briefly, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you took the time to look at the World's art, but we're getting a very similar art as last Worlds, where we're getting, the villains on one side, the heroes on the other side, right? But
I see a couple people on this villain side.
A couple of notable things. First of all, I saw a sick meme. Mordred and Xander still, for some reason, completely missing. not at all in the World's art. Sorry, boys. You're not working hard enough. Poor Xander. Mordred, I get it. Sure, he's a Cambria champion.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. But poor Xander, man. Then, notably, something that is a bit strange. We do see Lubu in the art here.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean she's going to be a champion. We did have Crimson Tier on the last one.
Right.
But Lubu is evil. That sort of makes sense. The weird part for me is that Jin is on the right side, on the good guy side with Goja.
Yeah.
And then Kongming and Dao Chen are on the evil side. Yeah, I can see Dao Chen being evil. I sort of assumed that Kongming was the good guy in our
well, I'd also like to point out Fel Eidolon, and she was regretting it, but maybe in HVN's lore she's just gonna go full bore evil.
I think so, yeah. Because the lead up to HVN was oh, we're worried about Jin's demonic pact and what's going on there, and apparently we're gonna have a big 180, and Jin's gonna become the hero, and and then Kongming's gonna be big evil sauce. So that's cool. Lubu probably not a champion. Sorry. They did have Crimson Tier in the World's art last year, and she's very much not a champion. So, all right. So that's cool. Dao Chen's hot.
Announcement for Worlds is Team Standard again.
Woo!
Very fun format. I got to play in it last Worlds.
Team Standard's sick.
That is on the 28th and the 29th. A Day Zero celebration is on the 27th.
So yeah, this is also really important for anybody that follows the Grand Archive events. That in Christchurch was the first time that we had a 3-day Ascent. There was Day Zero activities, and it looks like Worlds is going to not only be a 3-day event, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, but it's going to be a 4-day event starting on Thursday, going all the way through Sunday. So Thursday stuff, Friday stuff, Day Zero celebration, whatever that means. And then, of course, Worlds will be June 28th through 29th.
This is shaping up to being maybe we fly into Anaheim on Monday.
Yeah.
And fly out Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal. Big long event, 4 days long, and that's great. I always feel like when we go to these events, the tournament takes up so much of the time that my favorite stuff in any of these events are the other things, right? The recollection event, silver, the announcements, the things where we can like really come together as a community.
Right.
And so I'm really glad that we'll have a couple of extra days to do that.
Yep. Next up, we have our Nationals 2025 seasons. So we have April is the EU Nationals. That'll be in Dusseldorf. Then we have in April again, we have the SEA National, which will be in Taipei.
Mm-hmm.
In May, we have the Oceania, which will be in Auckland. And then in May, again, we have our North America Nationals, which will be in St. Louis.
Yeah. I met some guy at Worlds. He was wearing like a strange Christmas sweater. And he said something about the St. Louis event being at his game store. I don't know who he is, but that should be pretty cool. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I'd also like to point out that the EU representation for Worlds is the top 2 players.
Where do the other players go, Steven?
The SEA.
The top 2 players for EU are invited to Worlds.
Oh, the 4 players are invited to the Gauntlet. What's the Gauntlet?
What the fuck is that?
4 players from Taipei will be invited to Worlds. 8 players will be invited to the Gauntlet. For Oceania, 4 players for Worlds, 8 players for the Gauntlet. And for North America, 6 players invited to Worlds, 12 players will be invited to the Gauntlet.
Well,
what's the Gauntlet?
I don't know what the Gauntlet is, Steven. Let's find out almost before we get there. The Nationals pre-registration gift, which last year was a playset of Spirit Blade Ascension promos, is merch. We have merch. We're getting a backpack that has Lubu and her huge reasons on it for when you pre-register for Nationals. I believe worldwide. It doesn't say else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, everybody that pre-registers for Nationals will get this sweet backpack. I've heard good things about it from those that have seen it with their eyeballs. Backpacks are hard. Sometimes these like promotional backpacks feel like super cheap. I believe in Grand Archive to not have that be the case, but we will see when we get them. They look nice, lots of pockets, and they have Lubu on them, so that's cool. You get one of those if you go to Nationals. What is the Gauntlet, Steven?
The Gauntlet is a 1-day close invite 32-player event, which serves as the last chance qualifier for Worlds 2025. Top 16 players from the event qualify to Worlds 2025. So if you do not qualify at your Nationals, you could play in this event in Anaheim and have a chance to win your way into Worlds.
It's super cool. I love this. I think it's so silly.
So like I'm a little bit confused on how this works.
Okay.
So
I'm here to assuage any of your doubts.
Okay. So like Dusseldorf, right?
Yes.
First and second get invites to Worlds.
Correct.
Surely those 2 players are not invited to the Gauntlet.
That is correct.
And it is the remaining 3 to 6.
Yes. Whatever the number is for your Nationals is the remaining after the places that are invited to Worlds. So yeah, in the case of Dusseldorf, which is 4 players for the Gauntlet, it'll be the top 6 players will get invited to Anaheim. The first 2 being qualified for Worlds, the next 4 being qualified for the Gauntlet, and if they finish 16. In the top 50% of that tournament, they will then get invited to Worlds.
Yep.
So it gives you we'll say at worst gives you a coin flip to play in Worlds.
Yep.
So.
Which is super cool.
Super cool, yeah. It allows more people to get invited, more people to sort of strive for that World's dream, and is a way bigger spectacle for the spectator is very nice. The fact that we get a Thursday event that, assumingly nobody else is playing in, so we sort of get like baby Worlds on Thursday,
right?
Where like most people are just going to be kicking around, watching this Gauntlet tournament to get excited for Worlds. And then obviously like the problem with Worlds for the spectator that is at the event, which we of course encourage you all to come, is that you're like playing in Ascent Worlds, so you're not watching Worlds. Like, did you
Right.
get to watch Worlds last year? Of course
No.
not. So it's cool to get to be able to watch the Gauntlet, and then obviously like top 8 for Worlds after
Right.
Ascent is over.
Up next, in detriment to Cam's wallet, the judge promo for Worlds is a cosmic astroscope. And boy, oh boy, she is beautiful.
Yeah, Hanchu really gave her some upgrades for sure. She's there's some huge reasons to want this cosmic astroscope. The problem with this astroscope is, Steven.
There's this one.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. So there is the regular cosmic astroscope, and then there's the CPR cosmic astroscope. You do not need to judge Worlds in order to get this astroscope. I think they announced that. It is sort of like the old judge promos, where it'll be based on judge level, but it will also be based on how many premier events you have judged, and so we don't know exactly how many you need to judge to get the CPR, how many you need to judge to get the regular one. I assume the regular one will be like pretty ubiquitous, like anybody that's getting their playset of judge promos now will probably get their regular cosmic astroscope, but I assume these CPRs will be pretty limited. So if you're getting one,
Hit up your boy.
let
You
me
know the deal.
I'll pay whatever.
You know
I
the
don't-
deal.
I don't care. Just let me know what the price is, and I'll pay it. Travis, I'll buy it. I'm telling you, I'll buy it.
Up next, we got some sneak peek at
Sneak
some
peeks.
AOC altar cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope I am able to get a CPR, says Ein in our chat. Ein is our number 1 judge, by the way.
Right.
Like, literal number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll get one, Ein.
I think you're fine.
I wouldn't worry
I
about
don't
that.
think you have to
Yeah,
worry too much.
I think you'll be okay.
So we'll go through some of these spoilers.
Spoilies.
'cause I love spoilers.
If you wanted to see spoilers, Steven,
Hmm.
that are not zoomed in pictures from Mitch's
believe-
Marketplace, where would you go?
I believe there's a new website for that. Cam, can you tell the people what the new website is?
You can go to proxiuscodex.com to find all of your spoiler needs, and go do that, please,
Yeah.
because it means a lot to us, and it means a lot to Trevor. Thank you.
First one we got up is a fire card.
Is that in Zali? She's hot.
It is in Zali, and it's also Polka.
Is it?
I think so, right?
I think there's
No.
just some random
Oh, it's
man
just
getting
a-
electrocuted.
It's just a big dude. But this card is... Oh, no, this is not the one I'm thinking of. This card is a action cleric spell, costs 5. Class bonus, costs 2 less to activate.
Mhm.
Each ally your opponent controls gains on death, deal 1 damage to each unit you control.
Until end of turn.
Until
Then
end of turn.
you deal 1 damage to each of those allies.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
It's a weird one. It's like super busted if your opponent like deploys a board,
Yeah.
but it's terrible otherwise.
Right.
But like it does an absurd amount of damage if your opponent has like 3 allies on board,
Yeah.
and you do that massacre girl thing where they keep ticking and killing. Defile for all of my Hearthstone gamers out there. Definitely very cool.
And up next, we have what appears to be just Frostbind, but power crept.
No.
Frozen Dismissal is a cleric spell reaction that costs 3.
Mhm.
Class bonus, it costs 1 less. Negate the target ally card activation unless its controller plays 4. Banish that card if it had its...
Woo, this card's so
Woo.
good. It's only allies.
Yeah, it is only allies.
So we have not power creep Frostbind. However, a real problem that the like slower blue decks have is getting run over by allies, and this is a way cleaner answer to cards like Storm Slime, because they will never have the 4 cards to pay for this. So that's so good.
Yep.
Every time they see a negate, this is just Frostbind, but better. Yeah, it is a more niche application,
Yeah.
but stronger Frostbind, and that's really cool.
Up next is a 5-cost Wind action cleric spell. Oh, these are all cleric spells. This card costs 1 less to activate for each herb you control. Put 2 buff counters on target ally.
What a fortifying aroma that is. Yeah, maybe good. I think there's maybe room for the herb deck to come back. That saw like just a tiny hint of play at Nationals last year. The like Drought of Stamina, Wild Growth Elixir, Cleric Allies deck. Because this card's absurd if it costs 0.
Yeah.
It's just like give you 2 buff counters. It's like the best favorable wins of all time.
Yeah.
Saves your dude, makes them huge. So.
Up next, we have a Norm item Ranger Bullet, 3 cost, focusing round.
Woo!
On enter, draw a card.
She's got a gun.
Pay 2, tap it, or rest it. Load focusing round into target unloaded gun or weapon you control. 2 damage.
Dude, this card is busted. And our one Ranger player
was like, this card's terrible. You have to pay 2 to load it. I was like, Forest Cake is a broken card.
Yeah, this card's terrific. Draws into hand. There's already lots of flicker mechanics for Ranger, stuff like Purse.
Right.
You can play, of course, Baby Green Slime to flicker your focusing around. Very good. And then, like, eventually you have 2 extra resources and it turns into a bullet.
Right.
It's like Forest Cake, right?
Right.
Like, you wouldn't play Forest Cake if it didn't say on enter draw a card.
Right.
You're not playing it for the 1 buff counter.
Right.
It's just, an incidental amount of value that you get off of your card that draws card. So.
Yeah. Up next, we have Bombastic Sprint.
Not sure if this one's good.
This is the card that I thought about. This is a fire action ranger skill reaction. Costs 2.
Costs 0 if you're Polcock.
If you're Polcock, the next ranger action card you have has fast activation.
Oh, no, it costs 1, right? You can make them cost 1 less?
Yeah.
So it costs 1 if you're Polcock. Yeah. Which you are, because that's Polcock bonus.
Yeah.
You can't outmatch or outgun the Hawk. Thanks, Bell.
Yep.
That's a good one.
So this card just says Clam Cannon on your opponent's
Fast speed.
turn. Yeah.
Fast speed Clam Cannon.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
People actually might die to Clam Cannons now.
That dude is gonna bombastically sprint right at you. Look at him.
Yep.
Fastest man alive. Is that card good? Probably not, but it's sick.
I think, is this the last one?
I think so.
Okay. So we have Temptations Facade.
Mm-hmm.
Is a 1 cost Regalia item, Guardian accessory. It's water. On enter, draw a card. Nico bonus, rest, change the target of an activation that targets another non-champion object you control to Temptations Facade.
This is a bananas card.
Yeah.
Nico didn't need help. This card's bananas.
Nico just got a whole lot better.
Yeah. It draws a card, which is great.
Yeah.
It is a cost 1, which in Nico is great because it allows you to put a lash counter on your Nico. And then in the matchups that it matters, which they exist, where like Mage Bane Lash is super important if you're playing against Luxem or Razor Gale or whatever, where they're going to try to remove your Mage Bane Lash from the board, or your like Vapor Jet Shield if you're playing against allies, whatever, you get to protect it for free.
Yeah.
It does not stop like activated abilities or triggered abilities on like Baby Green Slime, stuff like that. But any direct targeted removal, Zephyrs, Excaliburs, whatever, it does stop in their tracks. So pretty good.
This card's awesome.
Pretty good card. You'll play it, I bet. Next up, something we've been waiting for a long time, and there are some huge reasons to buy it. We're getting Christmas merch back. Woo! Happy holidays! In this case, in the form of Kongming Yuletide Cheer. And this is sick. Because, like, Festive Lorraine sucks.
Yeah.
It was like a weird card that was, like, on test prints and had a bunch of strange foiling on it, which is cool. And so, like, it's a cool sort of, like, relic of the game. But this is, like, actually really cool. Does go on sale on Christmas. And so anybody that is paying attention to how Weebs of the Shore does their marketing, it is going on sale on Christmas. It is not going to distro as far as any of us that have distro connections go. And so that means likely there will be merch day on Christmas Day. So look out for merch day on Christmas Day. And you can get this Kongming merchandise set. Comes with a playmat, which is super cute. Comes with an acrylic standee, very much like these that they made for Worlds. Comes with a keychain. Comes with one of the new single deck boxes that you saw featured at Ascent Santa Clara, Xiao Chao, etc. a waterproof sticker. Don't know what that means, but it looks like a regular sticker. A storage box, and then last but not least, comes with Revitalize and Cleanse PR with this Kongming art on it. 3 of which are non-foil, 1 of which is foil, and you do, of course, as with every Grand Archive product, have the chance to get a CSR in your foil slot. We don't know how much it is, but it'll probably be way too little money because that's how Grand Archive operates. You want to take bets? How much do you think this is? That's a fun one because I don't know.
I'd say it's probably $60.
That's lower than I was gonna say. That's insane. But yeah, I can see that. I was gonna say it's gonna be $100, but I think if you were to sell this at like market value, probably should be like $200.
Probably, yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. Oh, you get a tapestry as well. I didn't even say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a tapestry, you get a playmat, you get an acrylic stand, you get a deck box, you get 4 promos, you get a keychain, you get a storage box. Should probably be like $200. But you're right, maybe it is $60 because they're cursed.
Yeah, and they love us.
I remember when they put out the recollection decks, and I was like, how do you make money on these?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh. I was like, okay. So yeah, super excited for that. Buy your Kongming merch. It's sick. And she's hot. There it is.
Yep.
Speaking of Kongming,
big important news.
Woo, 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 woo.
Some of my most favorite stuff to talk about. Soon we are getting Kongming lore. Thank you, Belle. You make every month. It's exciting because I just love reading the lore.
I made sure to whoop in the audience when the lore got announced. Very exciting. There's going to be some exclusive art in it as well. I think Belle posted a little bit. It might just be this piece of art, but posted a little bit on her Twitter. She said it'll be in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And of course, we will be reading the whole thing. We'll probably have a whole episode talking about the Kongming.
Of course,
lore.
we will.
So look forward to that.
I will force that.
Lore.
Another super exciting announcement that we got for merch. Grand Archive X M-Rage Astral Systems is coming, which is wild. If I believe correctly, M-Rage is a clothing company that collabs with other companies.
Yeah, they do like bomber jackets.
Right.
They have lots of like belts and straps. I might actually be receiving it today, but I'm not wearing it. I did buy their Mori Calliope jacket that they just put out. They do great work. Super nice stuff. I saw like a while ago, and I think I probably mentioned it on the show because I mentioned it to a lot of people that they tweeted at Jaden, our social media manager for Weebs, what about a Grand Archive collaboration with the winky face or whatever? And I was like, surely this is a meme, right? But it was like, oh, look, that's cool. And then when they announced it, I shouted at the top of my lungs, it's real. Like nobody knew what I was talking about. I was like, yeah, it's super exciting. I love their stuff. Can't wait. I hope it's Ari. Thanks.
Up next was just a convention announcement for the major conventions that Weebs of the Shore will be going to. It's Gamma Expo, Anime Japan, Anime Expo, and Gen Con.
So here's my question to you, Steven. Mm-hmm. In your theoretical world, where you are Weebs of the Shore, right? And you don't announce, assumingly, all of the events you're going to, right? This just says major conventions.
Correct.
Right? And so something that I found notably missing is that they did not announce that they're going to Anime New York, which is a big convention.
Yep.
And so I was like, when is Anime North, right? Or Anime New York, rather. Not Anime North. That's a different thing that they have gone to in the past. I was like, where is Anime New York?
It's in August,
right?
usually.
And it's in August, which is like very interesting. It's like, oh, Anime New York's in August, huh? And we're going to the Eastern U.S. in August. Do you think that maybe that is correlated? That's an event that they've been to before? And that maybe that would be a great way to, get people interested in your trading card game is coinciding with a large anime convention. I think that'd be pretty cool, is all I'm saying.
That makes a lot of sense.
That would be pretty cool. And then I would get to go back to Anime New York, and I
get
love
to go.
Anime New York.
I get to go to Anime New York for the first time.
It's great. It's a great convention. That would be cool. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. Really interesting. Would you have to buy badge for Anime New York?
I don't know. That is up in the air. I don't know.
'Cause that
if
would
it's like
be-
literally at the convention, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's like probably expensive
Right.
to be literally at the convention.
Interesting.
But maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe VIP tickets come with one.
Anyways, it's cool. So maybe we'll see in August where that event is. And then they're like, it's in Florida. And I'm like, fuck you. Like that.
Yep.
All
And then we got some later year ascents to announce.
We sure do.
Ascent Taipei, September 2025.
They're back.
Yeah,
Welcome
Taipei. And then there's one that, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. It's not like every single person announced it or wanted it. We are going to Japan. Ascent Akihabara in November 2025.
Dude, Ken is such a troll. They played the video for stream, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, I heard you want to go to the east.
The Far East.
So fucking stupid. I was seething. I was sitting next, I had Matt on my left and I had Trevor on my right. And like, the Ken said that. He's like, I heard you want to go to the east. And we instinctively, like on both sides, I just started holding their hands. we were interlocked fingers. And then they were like, we're going to Japan. And I was like, that is cool, but you suck. And then later we got the August announcement.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ascent Akihabara will be in November. I'm going to try my very best to be there.
Yeah, I am going to do the work or try to do the work to make sure that I have enough to go.
11 months. We got some time.
It's 11 months.
We got some time.
I'm going to try my best to be there because I've always wanted to go to Japan, and this is a great time to do it. We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
We will try our very best to be in Akihabara in November.
Correct.
All right. We then got a look at the new schedule, which we will be looking at almost daily for the next 12 months, as I did with the old one.
Right.
To remember where things are. There's a couple of sneaky announcements here on this sheet. So we'll go in order. So up to June, we have all those announcements.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Then in July of next year, we have Set 7 DTR, which is exciting.
Yep. And Spoiler Pack 3.
Supporter
Pack 3.
Supporter Pack 3. Get all your goods. Hopefully they put some sweet cards in there. I don't know what I'm hoping for anymore, but it'll be all like HVN cards and stuff, right? But yeah, so those are exciting. DTR, we don't know what it is yet. I think it's going to be a mirror world.
Yep.
In August, we have Eastern USA Ascent, which hopefully means Northeastern USA Ascent.
I agree.
But we don't know yet, and we probably won't know for quite some time. But that's cool. Maybe
That
it's
one-
in New York.
That one is going to be the one that I'm not worried about going to.
Nice and easy. September, we have Taipei, as well as the Mortal Ambition Alter Edition, which they said 0 words about, but is now announced for September next year, Mortal Ambition. That is, I think, a pretty good timeline. We got it, it's like about a year, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we're hitting with ALC as well. ALC came out in January last year.
Same thing with MRC.
So yeah, about a year turnaround for Alter is great. Means that we can keep first edition prices high and make opening product worth it, chase cards worth money. But about a year later, when we're sick of backup charges being $70, we will get that reprint that will hopefully drive those prices down.
Yep. Ascent Canada in October.
Woo! We love Canada. Unfortunately, if we're going to Akihabara, probably not doing Canada the month before.
Probably won't be traveling at all if I'm trying to go to Akihabara.
Yeah.
There will be silver in Japan.
Which is so sick.
That is announced for November. And then PTM Set 8 is announced for December.
Woo! So yeah, that's our next block has been announced, and that gives you sort of a look at what our timeline's going to look like. It seems a little bit.
I'd also like to point out
stretched
because there was other things that were announced in this that I hadn't seen prior.
Mm.
All of our Revel Fests have all been announced as well.
Yeah, all should be at the end of those seasons, so a couple of weeks before the new set comes out. It looks like Revel Fest will coincide with Seattle, and it will also coincide with Akihabara.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if the events obviously will be on the dates that are Revel Fest, but that would be pretty cool. That's what they did
Revel
for
Fest
Worlds
is
last year.
also for Worlds,
Yeah. Very, very cool. It looks like sets are a little bit spread out though. July to December is quite a long time.
Yeah.
Between sets. Obviously, we now have that nice like Alter Edition thing that sort of revitalizes the format. So we'll have Mortal Ambition halfway through those.
Right.
And hopefully it'll be the same case as ALC, and we'll get like some new cards and revitalize the format.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's our schedule for 2025, and then that is it for Ascent Santa Clara. So yeah, lots of big announcements. Cool to see all of the future things coming. Lots of things for us to be excited for. Before we're done talking about newsy news, other things to be excited for is ALC Alter is right around the corner. As of recording, is 4 weeks from today that it comes out. Just 4 weeks, and we'll have some new cards to play with. And one of those new cards is Vanitas Dominus Rex. I made a tweet and called him Abdominus Flex on Twitter, and I was really, really proud of that. So
go like
that tweet. I was really proud of that stupid pun because he's got like 65 abs. Of course, this is Honshu art, and we know that Han loves, so the drawing abs and or the other things for female characters.
This is our first level 3 champion that is non-advanced element.
True.
He is a wind element champion. He is Vanitas lineage. No surprise there. He has 3 attack and 25 health, making him the continuing to be a punching champion, which is very cool. He has a special ability, however, where you may activate this card from your Mutatiro deck. It costs 1 less to activate for every 3 damage your champion has dealt to another champion this turn. So that's cool. And then he has on champion hit, cards your opponent materialize, costs 1 more to materialize until the beginning of your next turn.
Dude, this guy's nuts.
Yeah,
this card's nuts.
Yeah, this card's sick.
It's like actually crazy. Vanitas is back. He's back on the menu.
Yeah.
This is a problem that we had with Vanitas for a long time, right? And it's a problem that you have with Lineage Break champions in general, who Vanitas is no longer one of, is that being stuck at that level 2 lineage is sometimes a real detriment. And so if you're not a level 3 deck, you have to make sort of like concessions, right? You have to be like a very tempo-oriented deck, or you don't survive into the late game, because a lot of these advanced element decks deal an absurd amount of damage. We see, Storm Slime running the format, right? You're not allowed to just have 22 health. But we see that Vanitas has like not only a level 3 accessible to him, but it's like virtually free. So he gets to stay as this sort of like aggressive wind tempo deck that they want him to be. I think without Razorgale Calling, as they want him to be this sort of aggressive wind tempo deck, and maybe you still play Razorgale, but that's beyond the point. It gives you this ability to, at the very worst, like dungeon guide yourself for free if you just, attack for 2 or 3, or I guess 3 or 4. But the combination of Dominating Strike and Vanitas level 2's ability makes it very easy to make Vanitas level 3 cost 1. Just have to hit for 6, which is very doable. And then, of course, if you hit for 9 as Vanitas level 2, you do get to just level up for free. So, very, very strong. I'm curious if we'll get any Wake Up Your Champion effects that can be used in Cleric. They're currently all in Warrior, I think. But if we get Wake Up Your Champion abilities, he goes absolutely crazy, because he does inherit sort of his on-hit ability from his level 2. It becomes a lot easier to accomplish at level 3, and does make a real headache for your opponents to play the game. So I think that Vanitas is probably finally something that they've been trying to do since ALC, and we're back in ALC, I guess, is make this like wind hate bearers deck with cards like Eternal Magistrate and Blessed Clergy are sort of, I think, designed with this Vanitas in mind, to just like be an aggressive deck that makes it really hard for your opponent to play the game and sort of slows them down at every opportunity that you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. So Vanitas is cool, man.
I've always thought Vanitas was cool. I always thought Windy Punch was cool.
Yeah, dude.
It just wasn't viable.
Yeah, I think he's good now. So you're not just playing him for his Glimpse 4 like you were in Toronto.
Right.
You're probably playing Vanitas for his text, which is sick.
Which
Love
is what I've
text.
alwaed wanted to do.
Dude, you can play Fragmented Spirit, and it's actually good now. You
I
just,
know.
get to a level very easily.
Right. It's very cool.
Yeah, man. It's sick. So very, very happy for Mr. Vanitas. There he is. He's going to be a bunch of money, I think. So more reasons to open
also,
ALC.
you can have a sick pect line all the way up, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
You can, go from your Kaze, a Wind Spirit, up into your entire CSR Vanitas line.
Goes pretty crazy. If you're a boy enjoyer, you can do some boy enjoying. Or you can play a different color too. That's totally reasonable. Maybe you want to play a water deck, and Vanitas unlocks your second basic element immediately. It's very cool.
I was a big fan of the Snow Fairy, Dream Fairy, Vanitas stuff. I thought that was very cute. So who knows?
Yeah, man. That's great. So yeah, that's all the info that we have for you. If you want to look at Vanitas' abs, you can go to proxiescodex.com. Find the spoilers there. We talked a little bit about the Seattle stuff already, and so I think that covers all of our newsy news for the week, man. That's a lot. Still got to wait for some more ALC cards. So here's my question that I don't know. Developers in chat, hello. You could answer. That would be great. We have seen now, what, like six cards? 7 cards?
No, it's
7.
7, yeah.
So we've seen 7 of 20 new cards, which is pretty cool. We also have new CSRs that we haven't seen, new UR arts, which are sort of spoilers. Maybe they want to keep those under wraps for when the set comes out. But where are our spoilers? Are we going to do a little spoiler season? Give old Steve and I a spoiler, and we can make a video for you. That's all I'm saying. Could be cool. We only have 4 weeks until the set comes out.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just want them to be secrets. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine too. But also, HVN's coming up too.
I know, right? So many things to do spoilers for. Here's my question for you, Steve. Just keep an eye on socials. All right, that's fine. All right. Whatever, Theo.
Thanks, Theo.
Yeah. Whatever. This is not something that I really expected. Well, I guess it was in our. We've discussed it, but it was sort of what if this happens? Not a, this is going to happen. And so something that is worth noting, which I think would be super sick, is that, and a way to encourage people to buy ALC, which is hopefully their point. When we heard about the new CSRs that were coming in ALC Alter, there are 7 new CSRs. And of cards that we knew needed to be CSRs is Nico, Polcock, Vanitas 1 and 2, right? Which is 4. We now see Vanitas level 3 is going to be our 5th CSR. And I don't know if this is off camera or not. Sorry, I say that a lot, but it is true. I don't remember what I say where. But I had a long discussion. I think it was with Sean, so maybe it was off camera, about what other cards could be CSR, what other uniques are they going to make CSR. And I think aside from some pretty bad cards like Bertha or whatever, which sure you can make a Bertha CSR if you want, I think that they hit most of the uniques that they want to in ALC. So what if we're getting 2 more new CSRs? Who knows? That are new cards that they make squiggly.
Could I just say?
No.
I'm gonna say it.
No.
I'm gonna say it. It was Polcock and Nico.
No.
Yeah, Polcock and Nico.
No.
Yeah, chat Polcock and Nico.
I don't know if we're allowed
level 3s.
I don't know if we're allowed to do that. I don't think that you can give Nico a level 3.
No, you can't.
Should be so busted. You can give Polcock a level 3. I think that's fine. But Nico level 3, we can't do this. We can't. No.
I don't
She's already got 31 health. Fucked.
Nico CSR will be coming. Don't worry about that one.
Yeah, that one's basically been confirmed by Celadar. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe some other cards. I don't know. New cards get squiggly treatments. We've seen 10, right? So we've seen half of them. We've seen the text for 7, but we got the art for those 3 in Christchurch.
Right.
So we've seen the art for 10 cards. So we're 50% of the way there. So hopefully by next week we'll have some more spoilers to talk about, right? Grand Archive TCG?
Yeah.
I agree. That would be so cool. Merry Christmas.
They're just waiting for us to click off the stream so they can start posting it.
I would love that.
It happens every time.
Yeah,
they troll us.
The worst. So that's I think that's a bit. I think that's all that we have to talk about today. Sorry, I'm really out of it. I haven't had a day off since last week, and it's been a long couple of weeks. I need some sleep, and my body's falling apart. But we will be back next week, right, Steve? You don't have anything going on the 20th of December?
No, I do not. I will be here to see your beautiful faces.
Woo! So we'll be back next week. If you have anything you guys want us to talk about, please do let us know. Maybe we'll have some newsy news to talk about. I don't assume that we'll have Laura yet. She did say a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait until
that'll
Christmas
be for
time.
our Christmas time.
That's true.
Our New Year stream or whatever.
If you guys would like a video of Steve and I sitting by a fire saying absolutely no words for an hour, I was thinking about doing that. So let me know. So I really like you've seen those. The people do them all the time.
Yule logs?
They're just really stupid.
Yeah.
Where it's just we're just sitting by a fire, literally saying nothing for an hour. So maybe you can look forward to that this Christmas season. That's on the that's on the docket.
I would love actually. Can we just do that with regardless? Because I would love just to have a Yule log of us.
That's true.
That I can just put on my TV.
The developers promised that if we do a Yule log video for some amount of time, that at the end they'll give us a spoiler.
Oh,
that's not true. They didn't say that.
Oh,
but I'm speaking it into existence.
I was gonna say I'll go get my ugly sweater right now, and we can just do it
for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Just sit there, and if you watch till the end, no, that's not true. But maybe we will do a Yule log thing. I think that would be funny. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you again. If you do a 24-hour Yule log stream, I'll post a spoiler. Okay, great. Done. 24 hours? Locked in.
3 hours for spoiler?
Done.
That's from official.
I thought that we could maybe summon him with that one. Done. 3 hours. Pog. Sold.
Yep.
What's your schedule look like, Steve? When do you want to do
today?
The Yule log live stream? No, we got to plan it. I'm gonna make a nice Yule log set.
All right.
So
you just let me know.
Maybe next week. We can maybe do it next week.
You just let me know.
Yeah, for Christmas. Okay. All right. We'll work out the details. We'll let you guys know. Nailed it. Gotcha. Yeah, we have to get a fireplace. I'm not just gonna do it here. Surely we're gonna sit with some with some chairs. Have a nice hot cocoa, and
maybe some nog.
Yeah, but no words.
Love me.
That's how it works. We'll have chatter, but we will say zero words the whole time. That's the plan.
We'll play a game on it without communicating.
Yeah, just mashing cards. We'll figure something out. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
There you go. Summoned him. I know that Sil said something the other week about some marathon stream. So there we go. I can do 3 hours for spoiler. It's really stupid. Yeah, I used to love the one that I think I mentioned this. I don't know if it was to you, but Jeff Kaplan, the guy that used to be the lead of Overwatch, every year would put out a video that was just him sitting by a fire, watching or sitting by a fire, drinking a cup of coffee for 2 hours, and that's it. And then the stream would end. Holiday stream? What does that mean? So what's that mean? I don't know what that means. Holiday stream. I thought we already did the holiday stream. Is there another holiday stream?
Yeah, it is. Us sitting in front of a fireplace.
The Lineage Break holiday stream. Yeah. Maybe next week. I have to find somewhere to film it.
Yeah.
That has somebody offered. I brought this up last week, and I can't remember who it was.
I don't think.
Maybe it was Matt. Somebody has a fireplace in their basement, and I think it might be Matt Yorka. So we might be able to go to Matt's house and just sit in front of the fire for 3 hours. Play some jolly Christmas music.
I would offer my house because there is a fireplace there.
Oh yeah.
But there's 9 people that live in my house, and there was no way we would get the quiet.
The silence. Yeah. It's all about the silence for sure.
Yeah. It's a silent night.
We just sit there for 3 hours. Do absolutely nothing. It's like raw dogging a flight. You know? It's about the commitment to the bit for sure. And then maybe we just don't put the spoiler up at all, and we just bait you all into.
We keep the spoiler.
Yeah,
for
right.
us.
Yeah, we get the spoiler, and then we just don't share it.
Got the.
Yeah. So you let me know. You let me know what you want. If you have any specific requests, I'll do that. But I'll see about getting us a fireplace to sit next to. Astrocard, please. Thanks. It's fun.
Yeah.
3 hours is kind of a long time.
You're gonna get that card where Astarte's arm is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her arm.
Yeah, you're gonna get that one.
Astarte's hot.
Astarte is hot.
Before we go, Steve, you hungry?
Oh yeah,
I could eat.
I could probably.
They made fun of us for deciding where we eat on the podcast.
When?
Absolutely absurd,
When?
by the way.
At World or at Santa Clara?
Yeah, for sure.
That's wild.
Absolutely absurd.
That's rude.
Absolutely
That's
absurd.
rude.
This
is not the podcast proper though. This is the after show.
We were like testing audio and I forget who it was. It was I think it was Bell and Alan or something. We're testing audio and talking a whole bunch of shit to make sure that I could hear it. It was Bell for sure. I remember that part. Maybe Alan was there.
How dare she?
Disrespectful. What's y'all's best card art-wise? Like, favorite art? Dude, that's tough. Steve, what's your favorite art? It's, like, really easy for me to choose art by set, but it's very hard for me to choose art holistically. You know?
Tristan Grimstalker.
Nice. From this set is nice and easy. It's UD Gossamer Jade, 100%.
I have to agree.
100%. And that might be my favorite in the game, but I don't know. I really like Prima Materia. I like the art on that card a lot. Goes hard. But I do like UD a lot. UD's up there for sure.
Yeah.
The UD playmat is peak. I was going to kill a person if I couldn't get one.
Yeah, he got it, and it's sitting out there in the other room, and I have to look at it all.
Whoa. Oh, it's me. Hey. Most underrated card from this set? I don't know. I'm bad at this game. So
it's Invigorate.
That's true. There's a
where are the people casting my invigorating on their dong? So
there's a set bonus called Happy to See Me, and it's just dong and invigorate. It's
no,
really
there is not.
Stupid. Yeah.
Oh god, I love it so much.
You know who did that for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck. I forgot to talk about draft. It's true. I didn't get a chance to draft. I want to draft so bad. Ken said he was going to give me some packs, and then I forgot to ask him about it, and so I missed that boat. But I really do want to draft. I didn't get a chance to at all, though. Did not have enough time to draft, and it looked so fun. Yeah. I hear from, I don't know, somebody posted on Twitter. It wasn't one of the devs, but somebody posted that they're going to go up on Index. And so hopefully we can like recreate draft packs because I would love to draft. Yeah, I'll make sure to talk about draft next week. You can see a cute little thing that we did with Andy talking about draft on the stream. If you guys want to tune in to the Santa Clara stream, we did a cute little let's talk about draft with one Andy K from Yeti Gaming.
Oh, is that the same Andy K from the Bestial Frenzies podcast?
From the Bestial Frenzies podcast, yeah.
I'm a big fan of that podcast.
I was sitting, we can bully them now that we're not on the podcast proper. I was sitting with Matt for the announcements, the like dev stuff at the end. And behind us was Poro and Andy. They were like several rows behind us, and I stood up and I was like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Come up here!" And they sat behind us, and later that night, because Andy's a lovely guy and everybody loves Andy. Later that night, Matt asked me, like we were back in the hotel. He's like, "Who was Poro's friend?" I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? Do you mean Andy from Yeti, the guy that runs all the Yeti events?"
Yeah, well, you know,
he's kind of a big deal. But yeah, so
next episode coming soon. I'm holding you to that.
Coming soon, yeah, right.
I'm holding you to that.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna start holding my breath.
I gotta upload that Theo episode. It's still sitting on my fucking computer.
Come on.
Hey man, if you want to edit it, feel free.
Sure thing.
Send you all the files. Just haven't had time. Next episode coming soon. I don't believe you, but listen.
If it does.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Number 1 fan.
Yeah. I'll be 1 or 2 on that like button.
We will be canceling the podcast that week, and instead we will be re-streaming the Bestial Frenzies.
Yeah,
podcast.
it'll just be us, but also the Bestial Frenzies podcast.
Right.
We won't
be
say
watching
anything.
it right here. Yeah. When have I ever been known to fib? That's crazy.
I don't know.
I've been Theo. I've been teaching people the Ninja Turtle handshake. Do you know the Ninja Turtle handshake?
I should.
Theo just a truly unhinged person. We were like waiting for the dev stream because there was some, I don't know, the technical issues happening behind the scenes, and he comes out from the curtains and he's like, have you ever done the Ninja Turtle handshake? And he teaches me how to do the Ninja Turtle handshake. It's around the thumb. It's like that because they only have 3 fingers. It's very stupid.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna do that more often.
Yeah, we're perpetuating that. Thanks, Theo.
Yeah,
You're a real life changer.
For everyone who is still here, that's the Break Nation secret handshake.
The secret handshake is the Ninja Turtle handshake.
Right.
Yeah.
If you come up and you hit us with the Ninja Turtle handshake, I know that you're Break Nation.
That's true. The only person that ever hits me with the Mr. President is Noel. Every time he sees me, he comes up and hits me with the Mr. President.
Yeah. It's Mr. Prime Minister now, actually.
That's true. Yeah, we don't want to be Mr. President. We're Mr. Chancellor.
Yeah, Mr. Chancellor.
Break Nation. We got the official Break Nation on the Grand Archive YouTube channel. We're famous now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That did happen.
That's awesome.
Not from me. It's from them. All right. Well, hey, Steve, you hungry? I could eat.
I'm hungry.
What do you want to eat? You want to eat some food?
Yeah, let's eat some food.
All right. Let's eat some food. What are we eating?
I don't know.
What do you want to eat?
I do have to go and pick up that thing from my house. So if you want to do something where we have to, pick it up.
Yeah, what's on that side of town? You're over, which way are you?
I'm by the high school.
You're over by the high school?
Yeah.
So that's like towards Hudson?
Yeah, I could do like Pleasant Street, like KFC Taco Bell's over there.
That'll kill me. We do Pleasant. Pleasant's fine.
Okay.
Get it for pickup.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we can just like both order.
Yeah.
It saves our wallets.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Yeah. All right. I believe the plan, Badger, before we leave, I was about to stand up. The plan was for draft packs to be sent to stores. I said that in the developer Q&A, but it was just a dearth of product issue. Like they did not have enough product to print to be able to deliver that, but that is the plan. I think eventually, I don't know if they're going to do it with AMB. Like maybe we'll get it for like AMB Ultra, but I think the plan is for that to be for anything else that they make draftable in the future. And I don't know how much they're going to make draftable, but I do think that the reception was very good. And so I would, if I were one Mr. Silidar, I would feel very encouraged by the reception for draft. Which I hopefully will play at some point. Are they going to be at other ascents? That's a good question. Are they drafts in Seattle? If drafts are in Seattle. I wasn't going to go to Seattle, but those demonic charms, man.
I wanted to go to Seattle because I do miss traveling, and it feels a little bad being left out, like staying home whenever all your friends are traveling. But like now with Japan, like
that's true.
I might just try to start saving up to go to Japan.
It's gonna be a lot of money, man.
Japan and Worlds.
Yep. Worlds at least not so horrific, but Japan kind of horrific.
Yeah.
Very exciting though. I'd love to go to Japan, so I'm hoping that we can make it work.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go get some lunch. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everybody that said nice things about Santa Clara this weekend. Thank you to everybody for coming up to me and saying hello and being real friendly and welcoming. So, we will see you guys next week. If we don't see you for whatever reason, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah actually starts after Christmas, which is like crazy for some reason. Yeah. I saw it
true?
I saw it on the calendar. It was like really late. It's really late this year.
That's weird. Why?
I'm not.
I always thought it was like that.
Oh yeah. The Kwanzaa and the first day of Hanukkah is on Thursday, December 26th.
Well, that's weird. Why is it pushed back so far?
Thanks for being a trivia contestant. No problem. You can ask any of your unhinged questions to me. Steven, there's a right answer. Who has the biggest bust size in Grand Archive? This is the question that Travis asked me. That now we're exposing him live on the internet.
I would want to say it's Nico, but I feel like that's incorrect.
I don't know. You gotta lock it in. And
I will lock in Nico.
I'm afraid that is incorrect. So.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's Morgan's Soul Guide. She's got some problems, dude. See, we're getting Travis canceled. Canceled. He's canceled.
All right. I'm gonna go get food.
Something for the future that we need to keep in mind is that Travis gets very nervous anytime anyone on a public forum says, "So I was talking to Poro," and so we need to fold that in more to make him upset.
Okay.
So I was talking to Poro, and he told me. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.